So I'm not playing this game right now, which means I'm recording the audio later, and I played the game before, and I'm loading that in when I'm editing the video. Hi guys, this is Sham here, so I'm back with another video. So today is day 5, 6, I can't even remember the date, the lockdown, but anyway, hope you guys doing good. So today we're gonna talk about some people who just been annoying sometimes, and yeah. So I went to the subway corner and I really want a sandwich, and I went to Subway and I ordered him a sandwich, and I saw this guy sitting on the table having a sandwich and just staring at me, and I was looking, he looks quite familiar. And then when I got my sandwich, I was just walking out and he kept staring at me and I kept staring at him as well. And then I was like, yeah, I went high school with him, so he might be James. I mean, that's not his original name, like I'm not gonna say his name anyway. So I was like, then he was looking at me more sharply. Then I was like, yep, it's me, I'm Sham, yeah, you're right. Then he was like, oh Sham, yeah, you good, and this and that. And he was like, oh, I heard you make music. It's like, yeah. And I was like, I was kind of proud. I was like, okay, someone knows that I make music. And then I was like, yeah, and I have nothing to say after that, but yeah. Then he started being like, I wrote some bars, and can you make me sound like Drake? And there was a complete silence for 2 seconds, and I was like, I can't make you sound like Drake because you're not Drake. So like, okay, like stuff like that, like, okay, I can make you sound good, but I can't make you sound like Drake, which is a completely different thing. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, so people are like quite annoying sometimes, and I was like, well, he was like, well, if you can't make me sound like Drake, then you are not a good producer. I was like, dude, seriously? And I just left. So then the other day I went to the retail park and I want to buy a memory stick for me to save my files. Then I saw this guy just ripping off the display model and going to the tills, and I was like next to him to pay for my memory stick, and he's like, can I pay for it? And the person in the tills were like, no sir, you can't buy the display model. And he's like, no, I really want this monitor. And she's like, you can't buy because it's the company policy, and I'm not asking you sir, I'm telling you that you can't buy. And he was like, oh, we do this in Australia. And the lady was like, okay, but you can't buy it in UK. Then I was thinking in my mind, mate, that's Australia and you are living in fucking UK. How can you think that you can do the same thing in 2 different countries? Seriously? And the other day I was in this bus, and a man just hopped in the bus, and he's trying to pretend that he forget his travel card, and he said this to the driver, I'm just getting on the next stop, can I just stay and get on the next stop? And the driver just looked at him and be like, I don't give a shit mate, so you can just get in. Probably he didn't say that seriously, but he's like, yeah, you can go in. Then I saw the man just stayed for 20 minutes, which makes up to 6 to 7 stops, and he got down in the 8th stop. So when I was in the high school, I had this RE classes, and if you guys don't know what RE is, they basically teach you how religion works. So one day my teacher told me Pakistanis doesn't like Indians, and this white kid asked, why is that? And my teacher was like, because Indian smells more courier than. And I was like, first of all, there's no such term called courier, and Pakistanis don't like Indians because of they smell more curry. We just friends. Like I have too many Pakistanis friends, like what? But anyway, that's what people think in a random way. But sometimes you need to be an introvert, and if you don't know what introvert is, basically so if you don't like to go outside and stay home for long hours and be on your laptop or a computer or like your phone, think of it this way. So basically a friend calls you and to play, and you go to your mom and be like, Mom, make an excuse that I don't have to go and play with this people. So when your mom asks you to do dishes and you go do dishes, that's introvert, or you maybe need some good friends. But yeah, sometimes you need to be an introvert because sometimes it may end up so badly when you go out. It have happened to me, and I don't want to share. Sometimes we might be thinking there are some stupid things that we were believing when we were a kid, and one of them for me is like, if you eat too much bananas, you will turn into a monkey. So I stopped eating bananas. So if anyone comes to me, you eating a banana? I was like, no, thank you. And yeah, but I eat banana now. So you know, when you look at the sky and when you see airplanes, they make smokes, and I was thinking that's how. And when I look at the cloud, I was like, okay, there's a bunch of airplanes which made a lot of clouds. And when I was passing through like factories, I used to see those big long chunky chimneys and smoke come out of them, and I was thinking, oh, that's a really big cloud mate. So when I was in 8th grade, I was into this phrase called I need to look cool phrase. So I went to JD and I was like, I need to buy some tracksuit so I can look cool. So I bought this black tracksuit, and I went to the counter and I was like, I want to buy this black tracksuit, and I want to buy another pair of black tracksuit in case I spill ketchup on the first one. And then I realized that was too bloody expensive, and it literally cost me £150 for both of the tracksuit, where I can go to TK Maxx and I can buy both of them in quarter of the price, which what really happened. But yeah, my parents were really good parents, and they took really care of me when I was a kid. That's what every parents do. But anyway, like, they were like really good, and they took care in a specific way, which is like, don't eat candies or sugars when you're young. I was like, okay, and like, they really didn't let me to eat any of the sugary candies or cereals or anything like that when I was a kid. Right, ate all the vegetables and fruits as much as possible, and what my mom used to do is that she just fries down all the vegetable or bakes vegetable and make them into a chip and salt them and give it to me and be like, Sham, eat this will be really healthy to you. And I was like, alright mom, and I'll eat that. So I'll get a bit annoyed when I see my fellow students in this hall and they just open up the lunchbox and they just bring out pizzas and donuts, and they be like, and they talk about how they spend their time at home eating all those donuts and pizzas, when just a slice of ham soaked in the mayonnaise and between 2 wheat breads with a crust on them. But I still ate it but I feel I have to thank my mom because she taught me what I. And if you know me personally, and you will know how much I like basketball, and I like to play basketball. I'm still shooting it, but yeah, but I still like to play basketball. And one day when I was playing this basketball, and this one kid came to me and be like, can I use that ball to play football? And I was like, no kid, because that's the basketball, and if you're trying to kick it, you probably break your toes. And he started crying, and his dad came to be like, why are you annoying my kid? I was like, no, I'm not annoying him, he's trying to ask me to play football with his basketball. Then his dad was like, whatever. Like, okay, that didn't really help your kid, but yeah. And one day I was walking through this park, and this cute looking puppy came to me, and he started just walking around me and just rubbing my feet, and I found it so cute, and I was like, hey puppy, what's your name? And this big junky fat bulky guy came to me like, dog don't name himself. I was like, yeah, and he was right. And I just started walking, and I saw him lifting his dog, and I was like, hey Ronaldo, you okay? I mean, that's his dog, and Ronaldo, and that's what I was asking for. And by the way, who named their dog as Ronaldo? That's it guys, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys had a great day, and stay home, stay safe, don't come out unless you really want to, and listen what government says. And did I say government? No, government says. And yeah, and stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below, and turn on that notification button so you get notifications every time I post a new video. So yeah, that's it guys, and see you guys in the next video.